when that happens, people I've worked with, some are fully aware of what's taking place, but they feel as if they're a prisoner trapped in their own body.
I'm telling you, the more I watch this, the more I'm convinced that I've been possessed by a demon. I'm sure Cameron would agree. Because I can't even begin to tell you how many times I felt trapped like a prisoner in my own body. I've tried to get out, but I just can't. It's like my consciousness is somehow connected to my body in some physical way, almost like there's no soul which exists separate from my body, that my mind is a product of my physical brain. It's so weird.
Other people I've worked with have told me that once the demon took over, they lose all recollection of what was taking place.
Does this demon come in the form of a liqueur, maybe some Johnny Walker Black, or maybe it comes in a bong or a cigarette of some kind? I think maybe there might be a demon in my vaporizer, because there's been quite a number of times when I've hit my vape and then my memory just goes to shit. And a lot of times I get horny too with a particular indica. That's probably the demon also, right? Trying to get me to do things that'll cause me to go blind so that Jesus can come in and restore my sight and heal me. No, wait, the demons don't work for Jesus, right?
You mentioned levitation. What could have been happening there that is not supernatural? Do you know what I mean? Go ahead.
I was going to say it could have been just something that I believe that I was seeing, because at the time the person was shaking very violently, and then I saw them rise up out of the chair, and then that's when the priest reached over and put his hand on the head of the person and pushed them back in the chair.
Now, we've already looked at this clip in one of the other videos, but let's just look at this particular part of the comment. This demon was levitating, rising up from the chair. Actual levitation would require some genuinely supernatural power. It's like the person possessed climbing up the walls like a spider. You're literally stronger than the force of gravity. Gravity has no power over you if you can climb up walls and levitate, right? That's some serious power, except a priest was able to simply push this person back down in the chair. Just like I was able to keep Superman from flying off by standing on his cape. He was so pissed. You should have seen the look on his face.
Now, there was another priest in the room, and we talked about it later, but he didn't see it. So I saw it. He didn't. Obviously, the priest doing the exorcism witnessed something to reach over and push the person back down into the chair by putting their hand on their head.
Could this person have been, I don't know, simply standing up, like getting up out of the chair? Because, that doesn't require any supernatural activity at all. I do that, like, I would say 2 or 3 times a day, and I'm not really that strong. So I imagine almost anyone with a functioning spinal column can probably do that. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, levitation probably is the most likely explanation.
But what about the one where the person grabbed the table, steel table, and raised it above their head?
Wait, originally the claim was a chair, right?
I've seen demons manifest and pick up items like a metal swivel desk chair.
How did it become a table? Oh, wait, are the demons able to turn chairs into tables? Are they being like Jesus when he turned water into wine? That's amazing.
Yeah,
were you the only one there?
That was I would never do an exorcism alone.
Remember that, kids. When it comes to exorcisms, it's the buddy system or nothing. Do not, whatever you're thinking, whatever you've heard, do not try to exorcise a demon on your own. And certainly make sure that you have all the necessary paraphernalia. Grab your Bible, grab your crucifix, maybe a wafer or 2 if you've got them, in case you're there for a while and you need a little fleshy Jesus snack to get you through.
And there was no way they could have done that on their own volition.
Not from the physical capacity of the person. It would have just been impossible. Unless I guess you could say that their adrenaline was just on such a rush and a high that at that moment they just were able to do something beyond their normal human capacity.
Well, come on. Who has ever heard of stories where people in dire or high-stress circumstances are able to do things beyond their normal human capacity when amped up on adrenaline? Please. It sounds like this priest is completely making things up just so it sounds like there's a more rational, naturalistic explanation. Not gonna work on me, Father. I'm way too smart for that kind of sophistry. Next.
But again, it's important to remember that leading up to the point of doing the exorcism, the person has gone through a psychiatric evaluation, they've gone through the physical evaluation, and these experts have said, we can't explain what is happening in the life of the person. And you went right to demon possession? We can't explain is now, it must be demons? Did you check for tiny little fairies under the person's tongue? Did anyone check to see if Voldemort was hiding in the closet? Did you get a second opinion? Because, some people that are dealing with mental health issues, schizophrenia, they can act out some of the very same symptoms that we would see in people who are demon-possessed.
Really? You sometimes see people with mental illness, schizophrenia, for instance, who have the same symptoms you would see in someone who's possessed by demons.